Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing very well. We're cracking on with our Mahdi campaign, of course. We're doing DCS on this now. I have no idea what's going on, so I'm going to pass it over to the big man Talon, who's handling the campaign for us.
Hello, so today, day 10, we are doing a Spec Ops nighttime insertion. So the main objective today is for two of our Spec Ops helicopters, piloted by Skill and Gary, to transport some infantry under the cover of darkness during a thunderstorm to a town controlled by Red 4. The town is also home to a Scud battery. There are 9 Scud launchers in the town, and we will be using a strike against this battery as cover for the insertion, as an excuse for why all of our helicopters and planes are there, so that Red 4 don't know the special forces are coming. Objective A, if we look on our tabs, is the Spec Ops insertion. You see this town here with Tikvacheli. That is the town that we're inserting into. We have a man on the ground who will, as soon as we get within a few miles of the town, will start transmitting a beacon. His beacon will be on 51 FM, and you'll be able to use ADF in the Hueys to find him and drop off the troops. Once we get very close, he will also deploy green flares, although he's only going to do that once because he doesn't want to get himself arrested. Expect hostile infantry, hostile vehicles, and self-propelled anti-aircraft artillery in the town and SAMs around the town and in the mountains, as there was last week. Tasking B is for all of the aeroplanes. You guys need to protect the helicopters, stop them getting shot down. We've had intel that Red 4 have recently acquired themselves a group of French air superiority fighters in the form of the Mirage 2000, as well as their stockpile of ex-Soviet hardware. So, in addition to MiGs, also expect to see Mirages, or rather not see them, because it's very dark. Tasking C is to clear the way. There are SAM systems and self-propelled AAA, some of which is radar guided, some of which is infrared guided, and we need our CAS aircraft to clear this out of the way so that the helicopters can get in without getting themselves shot down. The CAS aircraft, of course, have also got to take out the Scuds at the same time that the helicopters are doing the insertion, so that nobody notices what the helicopters are doing. There's no additional targets of opportunity this week other than the SAM systems around. Everything's focused on this one tasking, and there is no Blue 4 combined arms work to be done. That will continue next week. So, any questions?
Nice looking mission.
What's the cloud ceiling like?
Cloud ceiling, the base of the clouds is just below 10,000, and they're about 6,500 feet thick, so you should be clear above 16,500.
Is there anyone nominated to coordinate all the actions going on in this mission?
Currently not, but somebody probably should volunteer to do that.
Just seen Chariot. Is GCI.
Yeah, I can only see air targets on lot ATC,
Roger,
so I won't be able
noted.
to see the ground.
That should be fine. It's just a case of any SAM suppression, helicopters going in, cap.
Yeah,
Basically, the choppers go in too early, everybody dies.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm happy to do that in a Hornet, and one of the Hornets would be probably better placed to do that with the SA.
In terms of the threats you'll be facing, expect them to be significantly more sophisticated than last week. The SA2s are no longer completely defenseless, and the AAA is not just ZU-23s anymore. It is a bit more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, so I think Cadillac Flight of the Jeffs is down as seed, so I've planned out to just put waypoints where the helicopter waypoints are, so we can just tell you we've cleared out the area up to waypoint 3, you can advance there, etc., etc. So that should help.
Do we want to wait until Red 4 are out of the channel?
Oh yeah, I forgot we've got Red 4 today. Let's see who we've got. Oh, let me do the teams before we go any further, guys. Just so the valued viewers know what's going on. Because we skipped ahead a bit. Ford are the F-18s. Obi, Grump, Stoke, Frisco, Chevy are Whistler and Danny. Then we're certainly going to be air-to-air. Hummer is F-16. Squiddler, Signal, Leighton Bears, the competition team. How about that? Cadillac, the Sexy Boys, Bloodknock, Cap, RC Bean, Peugeot, Nil, Jaguar, or however those guys say it, Cypher, Tanky, Grizzly, Saab, Nothing, Dodge, 8NCs, Mahuja, Harrison, Ruby, Mike, Plymouth, Dove, Ghost Fox, I don't have no idea what these guys have got, something weird, and Elo, Banshee, Skill, and Gary. They're the guys carrying the people. Are they not allowed to have miniguns then? Because the miniguns take up the seats where the Delta Force would sit, right?
Indeed, yeah. They've got to keep their backs open to fill them up with troops.
How embarrassing for you two. Pegasus, nice name.
Terrible.
Should be used to keeping his back doors open for people.
Zing, Sea Mistral, Kelso Mistral, Dragon, Red, Kraken, Dragon, and God, Free Jones, Hydra, Chopsticks, Le Crep, who did really well, by the way. Le Crep, big round of applause for his performance on Spudknocker's thing. Well done.
Yep.
Hillary, that's that. And for the Reds today, we've got Talon in the fancy new Mirage that we've heard about in the movies. Kingston, Graham, Nightmare, and Onslaught is doing their GCI. Right, Red, bugger off, please. Blue's just staying here for ease of stuff.
Happy birthday, Dove.
Happy birthday, Dove. Look at that, another year.
Happy birthday,
Dove. Happy birthday
to Dove.
You give him enough money to sing.
Done. Continue.
Will you jet for $1?
Can we tactics, guys? You were talking. Don't let me scare you. Let's get on. Come on.
Kingston, get out of here.
Get out of here, Kingston. Who do you think you are?
I want to be a spy. Oh, fine. I'm not that good. I'll go.
Yes, just get out.
Also, question: will somebody be able to see whether the SAM threat, the ground threat, air-to-air stuff or ground-to-air stuff has been dealt with before the helos take off?
So Cadillac Flight is designated as seed. We'll be able to pretty easily tell when we're taking down the radar SAMs. IR and AAA will be trickier. My plan is to send 2 of our aircraft below the clouds with cameras to look for the things, and then the other 2 up above with laser-guided bombs and GPS-guided bombs to actually destroy them. So we can tell you we've cleared up to waypoint whatever, and then you can just advance up to the waypoint behind that, and hopefully stay alive.
Yeah, step by step, somebody will advise the helos that nothing threatening would be in front of us.
Are you going to be attacking up the middle blood, like up the overland or from the sea?
I'm just going to follow the helicopter's waypoints because they've handily provided a briefing.
Copy, because I was thinking about taking the Hornets from the carrier straight north, playing out to sea, heading up to just below where the Godata is written on the map, which isn't where Godata is, but, and then hovering around there, maybe with harms and JDAMs, and then we may draw some of the cap out and distract them.
Yeah, sounds good. Because attacking from 2 different angles is going to increase our chances of spotting all the targets.
Yeah, and I think the 416s and 2 Tomcats are plenty to deal with 4 Mirages, and plus support Hornets with a couple of AMRAAMs.
Yeah, the difficulty will be in finding the targets, because I did a test earlier, and it is dark and windy and rainy, and it's horrendous out there. And because of the low cloud level, the angle of the camera is very low, and therefore things can hide in buildings very easily.
So you've got the helo waypoints. Where are they going?
I'll send you the link.
Oh, perfect. Cheers. Just so we can try and support you if we've got podding JDAMs or.
Blood, would you be able to make map markers for those waypoints?
Yeah, that would be handy as well. Yeah.
I also can send you a kneeboard page.
Ideal. Even better.
Cats out to sea and make a straight rush for Gudata, or
Blood, I'm sending you the page.
Well, watch out for Sam's Whistler.
Yeah, I suppose once we get in there, the Hornets and 16s can help fill everyone in and where the radar SAMs are at the start with the SA pages.
Yeah, you're best pushing hard for Godata because you can just stay over the sea and you don't want to lose them over you don't want to lose them in the mountains because once they're in there, they're going to be tricky to root out.
Which is probably where they're going to go directly to anyway. But if we push up to
if you can catch them while they're in the while they're in the planes before they get there, then you might have a chance of taking at least a couple down.
The Reds, do they have respawns of Reds, or is it just one life?
One life.
Perfect.
I'd recommend any of the aircraft that can't shoot down mirages, put a waypoint somewhere that's well away from the target area, and just say to your flight, bug out to that location. So if we do get jumped, we can just get everybody out, kill them, when get our own cap in there to kill them, and then go back in.
So in terms of the Scud strike, does there need to be any coordination on that? And will it be the A10s or a combination of the A10s and the Harriers?
I suppose that depends.
Probably A10s and Harriers. So we're just going to focus on SAM systems. There's no reason to go blow up the Scuds because we need to focus on making sure we don't get shot down.
Agreed.
Because they're so inaccurate anyway, they're not really much of a threat. Unless one had a nuclear warhead on board.
Well, it depends if we're role-playing completely, because it's supposed to be a diversion for the choppers by striking the Scuds, isn't it? So are we going to follow that?
I'm happy to take the Harriers and against the Scuds.
I think Talon's put the effort into planning it that way, so maybe we should execute it that way.
If they're not armored, right? So the Harriers can just gun them down if they run out of ordnance, right?
Yeah, they're easy prey to a Harrier as long as we aren't jumped by hostile planes.
Do we have a GCI on?
Chariot
Yes.
looks like it's here.
Perfect.
What freak you on Chariot? I'm just writing my kneeboard down.
244.
Thank you.
Keep us appraised if your attack runs, and we can probably give you a little more direct cap cover.
Cap, what kneeboard are you using there, Cap? Is it?
It's funny because I've just got it. It's a Black Hog. It's a Black Hog Professional. I've just got. Others are available, but that's what I've got.
Right. Okay, so has it got any features that you'd like to talk about?
The features, it's funny that, because I always has a list in my hand. No, don't worry, because I've got a video coming out on it. But go check out blackhole.com. It's, yeah.
I actually ordered mine earlier today.
There
anyway,
it is.
So.
There it is.
Well, what's the little orange thing? That's the only thing I can't work out.
It's a CO2 detector for being inside a Cessna.
CO.
Oh, okay, so it's not really useful to us.
CO.
Yeah, if it was a CO2 detector, Cap, yours would be going off constantly.
Yeah, it's quite.
All that hot air you put out.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to follow Blood doing the... Right, I see Blood's got one WPT1, WPT2, and it's going to go up to WPT5, yeah?
Yeah, so just put it slightly to the side of that so you can actually select between each one.
Right, so...
I'm going to have 12 of these, unfortunately.
Oh, Jesus. WPT1.
So to go through what the waypoints are, 1 to 6 is the route the helicopters are going to be taking. Those we can use as references to say, oh, I need to bomb on waypoint 3, 4, 5, whatever. Waypoint 7 is where Cap is going to be orbiting initially, looking for targets. Waypoint 8 is where I'm going to be orbiting, looking for targets. 9 and 10 are the same orbiting points looking for targets, but they're closer in, so we're only going to go to those if we've cleared out SAMs in that area. Waypoint 11 is for 3 and 4, you guys up top, to orbit around and wait till we call you in to drop a bomb. And waypoint 12 is the place that you go if there is a problem, i.e. if some mirages turn up. Don't faff around with typing waypoint 12 in. If I say retreat, 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 head south. Once you're headed south, then type in waypoint 12 and get to the right place. The important thing is you are safe and away from the mirages before getting to exactly the right location.
Right, while I'm waiting for the boys, I'm going to set my data link up. So that is COM2 199. And it is NE+. Are we on slaves today, guys? Are we slaves?
Yeah, you'll be on Slav and I'll be on Master.
Okay, we need an IFF, so IFF, come on brain, there's that. I'm going to do a M6 Plus, hopefully the cheat mode's on, and I'm going to go to Interrogator and Transponder both on M6 Plus. So you guys interrogate around transponder on M6 Plus.
Will be shortly.
Master arm on cap. Flaps don't need to mess around with. Engine combat mode don't need on today.
Yeah, make sure everyone, once you are armed up and you put all the waypoints in, you do the DTC, get that loaded up, otherwise it's going to be very awkward.
So is there anything, to get those waypoints transferred through, is there anything else to do? Like in the vehicle?
Nope. As long as they're in there when you do the DTC update,
Yeah,
it'll go through.
Okay, let's get that
You
done.
can do a quick check of all your waypoints. If you press DST, you'll get the big list of them.
Roger. Ready, boys?
Copy, updating the DTC now.
Everyone, make sure that on the armament panel on by your right knee, you turn on the pod. Should be the CLDP and a CLDP one.
Right here. CLDP. Is that the WMD or is that something else?
Yeah, that gives you the power for the WMD pod. Annoyingly, it's not on by default for hot start.
All flights pop up northeast of Bullseye, 5-6 miles, climbing through Angels 2, circling.
Okay, is everybody ready?
Pretty much. What MFD layout are you going for, Blood? I'm just trying to...
I've got my stores on the left, my pod on the middle, and my map on the right. The map's going to be extremely useful to just keep you in the right place, because you're not going to see anything out there, pretty much.
Roger. So map with that kind of... It doesn't overlay very well, does it? Is that just me? It barely...
Go down to the bottom left. You see where it says contrast?
Yeah.
Turn it up by 1. It's much better.
Oh, hello. All these things I'm learning, guys. This guy is going to be pods. Let me get back to the beginning. Pods. WMD7. It's off. I'm going to turn it on with... Just press it off, I'm guessing. That seems to be going.
Yeah, and then you click cage to actually get the pod.
Roger.
And then you don't want CCD, you want to click that once and you'll get IR.
Yeah, Roger. Is it what it says is what it is, or is it what it says is what you can change it to?
What it says is what it is.
Right, that's nice.
When you're in the air, you'll know that it's the one you can see things through.
Let's go.
Okay, can I get a check to see if everybody is ready?
2.
3's ready.
4's ready.
Excellent stuff. I think we're all alone at Copoletti, so we're just going to take the left here and runway 27, I think.
Okay, probably.
Sorry, no, 07.
Frisco, Magic.
I think you're all to the right of me, so look left.
Magic.
I'm taxiing now.
Roger.
Magic, have a lead. We've got
let's
Nails
go to
Mirage
radio.
at our 11 o'clock.
Go for Magic, Obi.
Cap check flight.
Readability 5.
Cancel last Magic.
Oh,
Sorry,
I did it too.
trying to be late for Chris. Nobody got through to you.
Harriers confirmed. Whistler's currently engaging with hostiles.
Tracking.
I'm struggling to get my IR viewable. I've got L down at the bottom left on the WMD.
It won't.
Tracking.
Don't worry about it now. You won't be able to see much because it's going to be pointed at your aircraft while you're at the ground, on the ground.
Tracking. Tracking.
What waypoint are we heading to first, guys?
So we're going to take off and we'll be heading to waypoint 7.
Tracking.
I'll be heading to waypoint 8. And 3 and 4 you're going to be heading to waypoint 11.
Tracking. Tracking.
What was it for me? Sorry, you just stood on.
Waypoint 7.
Roger.
Tracking. Tracking.
Can I get a radio check from 3 and 4? I haven't heard you yet.
Tracking. Tracking. Tracking.
Okay, 2 has
Tracking.
waypoint 7 installed. Oh, it was all pretty spooky.
That's terrifying.
Remember, guys, massive crosswind.
Okay, we're going to take off one by one here. We're not going to do anything. Go at 100 feet. Make sure you get your flaps down and go full power when ready. Lead's taking off.
Two rolling. Hog already.
Yeah. Re-rolling.
Probably crash from takeoff. To right.
I think I'm on your right, behind you.
Oh, this is scary, guys.
Moving for about 9,000 feet. 3 and 4, you want to be over 25,000 feet. I can't decide if I want MPGs on or off. Obi magic. Magic. Engage target, 35259 miles in the weeds, hot. Additional target, 35878 miles, Angels 7, flanking right. Yeah, copy all Magic. Just be aware that Frisco and OB are primarily strike loadout. We have 1 aim 120 each. Copy. Did any of Foot Flight take more than 1 aim 120? Continue to prosecute them, guys. Yeah, we can keep him nice. Yes. That's fine, we got Whistler engaging him.
Cap spike.
Yeah, it's not for us. We're way too far away.
Are we heading directly to our waypoints now?
Hey, fam. Chief of Flights Gazelles are hard to say.
Capset ring. 3 and 4, you going up the clouds then?
It's going to be around 25 miles off.
Cap magic. Blood dock magic. Cap Bloodlock, are you guys CAS or Cap?
We are ground attack.
Copy.
Magics. Have a lead at my clear to push target area.
Harrier lead, you have one hostile 324 for 38 miles, flanking right at 9,000 feet. He has not turned hot to you. Proceed at your discretion.
25 miles to waypoint 7. But I'm going to slave this thing to my speed as a snowplow.
So at the top of your screen, can you actually see stuff in there now?
Nope, because I've got my own fuselage up there, so just tell me which button.
Okay, the top button should be currently SP. Press it and it'll go to slab. That'll slave it to whatever your currently selected waypoint is.
Latent magic. Magic complete. You guys cast a cap? Cap. Copy, Leighton, track, nearest target, Bra 002, 58 miles, Angels 9, flanking right. Copy that. We just passed the river. I believe we're now over the island where it splits, maybe we need to turn right. Scouts moving into engage.
Quick.
Okay.
Tracking.
Oh guys, I've got to ask, what PRF lasers?
Tracking.
Oh shit, I didn't change them. We're gonna have to do it with 1688.
Copy, yeah, it's highly unlikely that we're...
my MPG's up a bit now.
Are you guys constantly tracking?
Yeah, I'm believing all the SAMs in the mountains.
Roger, I'm really tempted to start banging out some LD10s.
Yeah, my concern is that most of them don't affect us.
Cap, we've had reports of SA-8 fire, Bra 3 going up 22 miles.
You need to check to see if your waypoint is too close to those SAMs. If you think it is, then yeah, we'll have to move a little bit further west.
Barrage looks similar, doesn't it, with the flares coming out the side?
Tracking.
Blood range of LD10 at this altitude.
Probably like 20 miles.
Roger, noted.
Give it a bit of a loft just to make sure.
You have a hostile 002, 31 miles from your position, Angel 7 flanking. He's not engaging currently. Copy. Angel 6 complete.
out, Magnum.
Gonna get another block up.
Fly, my little pretty, fly.
Layton, Bra, he's faded. Latest pop-up was Bra. Three, 4 miles, Angel 736 now, flanking right.
Lost a Harrier.
Okay, hope it's turning cold. There's a mirage somewhere to my north.
Cap station at waypoint 7, going no further.
Okay, that's the whole point. I'll see hostile turn there, and then start at waypoint 2. That's where we're looking for enemy towns. Cap currently prosecuting.
Starting at waypoint well.
Start to waypoint 2. Waypoint.
Roger.
Target Bra 051, 1 miles, Angel 10.
And that's what you're looking at. Try and stay at your whole waypoint you can.
My left.
Yeah, noted.
Right's kind of deep in the sand bed there. There's an aircraft just moving over the top of the mountains, right to the left.
Retreat. We've got aircrafts.
Axel Bra 028, 53 miles, Angels 10. I've also got a track.
Cap cold, waypoint 12.
Hello, car 3.
What are those lights on the nose?
Oh, this is fun and a little bit scary.
Oh, cool.
How do you think about this, valued viewers? It's a little bit scary for you too?
How do you lead us prosecuted, Scuds?
I'm going anyway, I'll see you guys now.
Already.
Nav lights on. Only way to be, boys.
This is Cadillac flight. There was enemy contact on the data link. Is somebody prosecuting that?
What location from?
It looked like it was over to Kimi.
I have no contacts in that direction.
Are we still cold blood?
I've definitely got a contact on the. It might be on the ground.
There's Fox Magic.
I've got a 7ST.
Friendly aircraft heading towards it, so hopefully they'll deal with it.
Hey, firm, let's get the arms away.
Tempted to bang a few LD10s in there.
There'll be Magnum times 2. Yeah, there's a couple of 16s en route.
Good. 3 and 4, how's it going up there?
We're orbiting 12 at 25,000.
Nice.
So 6 feet left.
Do the LD10s have to align?
For hostile Bra 052 miles, Angel 8 knot over the mountains.
Roger, it's all good.
Tracking.
Oh, I see you, Dragon. I'm right behind you. This is scary. Yeah, I'm at 140 feet.
It's amazing how disorientating being at night is.
Terrifying.
Which of the SAM systems is tracking us and tracking everyone else?
We're losing cap. F-16 down.
Jesus.
Frisco, 05622 miles, Angels 5, hot.
Slight as relay target for 810s. I have a cluster of Scud systems. Location is north 425 1458 east 0411 elevation 1034.
Yeah, we've got more hostiles in the area, so I'm afraid you're going to be sat here for a little while. Make sure you guys up top are nice and immersioned.
Okay, capture safety area.
Well, there's a serious fight out there that's going to look terrible on camera.
It really will, won't it? Get ready for the complaints, guys. Get ready for the complaints.
I just went onto the power lines, that was scary. I was like, oh, they're pretty close.
The worst bit is the YouTube compression means that the dark areas just look terrible.
Well, that's the problem. It doesn't optimize for black. It doesn't optimize, so it just, you know what I mean. It doesn't use any bitrate on it. It just says no.
Well, apparently it's not just that. It's that there aren't enough shades of black in the color scheme that most videos use. There isn't. It will still look bad.
It's problematic.
And you see this even in fairly high budget TV series and films, is you still get that same effect that you get in your videos.
The annoying thing is they must find a way of optimizing that.
You basically need more colours available.
So it needs to dynamically change the amount of colours based on what it's got coming up.
All flights pop up west of Bullseye, 37 miles, Angel 15.
Each colour is coded as just, I'd say, an 8-bit number. There are only, in that case, 256 possible colours.
Go straight and look right.
Yeah.
You know, possible shades of, green, blue and red. And they just, there aren't that many dark shades.
But could you not have a dynamic link which changes your 8-bit palette for a second or so?
Stay right up those power lines, hold the train.
You could, but it would in itself take up quite a lot of data. You might as well just go up to a 16-bit number. Therefore, you got loads more shades to choose from.
Transport flight, we are at waypoint 3. Transport flight, we are at waypoint 3. Staging, waiting for permission to go farther. Roger, transport flight, this is Cadillac flight doing seed. We're currently backed off at the moment because there are enemy cap in the area, so we'll let you know when we're back in and we'll give you clearance. Roger, we're on the ground in dark. Yeah, it's afraid it might be a little bit of a wait. Check out for hello. Something about the Vigans hub, it lacks all this info, but you know exactly where you're supposed to be going.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We've already lost half a dozen guys. So there's probably 6 gone down.
Oh, hostile climbing through Angels 5.
You could be running out of missiles.
Off your nose.
Oh shit.
2-3 miles.
That's never good.
Turning hot.
They've got to run in and not really consider the enemy might just go straight for them.
Yep. Their problem, not mine.
Well, it seems to be our problem unless they take them down.
Are we still holding at 12?
Yes, I've drifted a little far north and I'm coming back.
Danny,
denial update to the 4 or 5 miles Angels 1-8 is higher in. I'm going to give it another minute.
Roger.
3 and 4, what's your fuel state like?
Danny, hostile 343, 41 miles, Angels 2 hot.
Get a little while longer. You can climb even higher if you want to be even more efficient.
Sorry.
25,000 is just a floor to stop any IR SAMs seeing through the clouds, which they can do. Same as our lasers can see through it. Copy.
Tracking.
Hello, Fox 3.
Go on, hello. Nails Mirage 2K.
Yeah, I can see them on data link, 2 of them.
I don't have my data link, guys. I've got my HSI with my RWR contacts, but no data link contacts. I don't know what I've done wrong.
2 to 199. And Jeff's Ponty.
Hey firm, we're waiting for the enemy cap to be destroyed before we move forward.
Oops. The wrong button on.
Skies are clear currently.
Negative, I can see 2 enemy contacts on the data link.
Beautiful. Well, AOX isn't showing it.
They seem to be off the coast of Gadata.
Copy that, I got 4 guys up there prosecuting.
Roger, once they're taken care of, we'll push in and start dealing with the SAMs.
Yep, Ella doesn't need light.
So Cap, you're on 199, you're...
Yeah, I got it, I've just misclicked something, it's here now.
Next to that.
All good.
Cool.
There's a lot of tracking going on.
Yeah, annoyingly it's DCS and it's leaky radar waves in that they will track us regardless of how, regardless of who they're actually aimed at.
Missile volume will trigger down a little bit.
Yes, you can. When it comes to firing the LD-10s, we want to focus on the ones that are in the target area, the ones that are
cover over that area.
Roger, what track radar should we be looking for?
Check speed break. I have no idea, they didn't tell us. Okay, I think we have enough stuff in the area and they seem to be pushed far enough back, so let's push back to our positions.
Roger, going to waypoint 7 and targeting waypoint 2. Haha, no more tracking for Super Cup, baby. Right, let's get this done. Look at me operating a jet like it's the most natural thing in the world.
We're going back to waypoint 11. 3 school back. Copy that.
Copy, Danny. Copy, Danny. I have no radio coverage over that area.
Strike flights OB. Anyone left?
All of seed flights up and ready to kick ass.
Well, instead of being ready, why don't we start doing it? Monos have been doing that already.
Roger, moving in.
Well, that's beside the point.
Oh, sugar, I got into the clouds.
That's precisely the
got
point.
into the clouds.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be pedantic about it.
Right. We'll get out of here, boys. We'll get out. We'll get out. Down we go, boys. Down we go. And we're through. That was beautiful.
Tracking.
Okay, and getting tracked from the coast by 2 Tango. That's a SA2 track radar.
Engage that.
Valid target.
Target from here.
Okay, I'm going to pop at this guy down the coast. Come on, baby, light me up.
Well, I did have an anti-air team, but I put them away and got this stupid extraction team. Because no one else would do it.
I can see.
They're LD fence, aren't they?
I have no idea. I think it's 2.
Okay, I've traced where the azimuth of that track radar. That's on that peninsula at Barbashura. Where's that? Zakumi, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's tracking you, then you get a self-protect down.
Roger, I'm just going to get some height. Okay, baby. You got a girlfriend in Vietnam? Or Zakumi, Barbashura? Because we've got an LD-10 coming your way, baby. I'm off! Another F-16 shot down. Das ist unglaublich.
This was the helicopter.
Tracking my ass. Give me that Give me that. Give me the SA2. Give me the SA2. Shit, I'm stalling. Where's the horizon? There it is. There.
Magic, I have no contacts on scope.
Copy.
He's on station 11.
Remember, pop at him, boys.
Which one requires target?
Two Magnum. Woo! Fly, my pretty. Right, we're going back through the clouds, vertically down, boys. Hold on to your hats. Oh, we've lost a JF-17 who got shot.
Yep, I just got shot down.
Shh! They're all getting shot down! What the hell's going on?
Cap, go to waypoint 12.
Waypoint 12, let's get out of here.
I was fine. I had nothing around me, but something hit me.
Alright, could have been one of the SAM systems. Let's see.
We lost 3 guys all at once. Cap cold and running like a bitch.
It's problematic because we lost Bean to a crash.
So it's just me and Blood left.
Which is great because we've only got LP-10s and no weapons.
Great. We can land and change the roles.
Yeah, do you want to land and get some bombs? I can stay in the air and look for targets.
Yeah, let me hammer off these last LD-10s and then I'm going to land.
Yeah, just fire them, whatever starts shooting you.
Yeah, I've got a 2 Tango to go and shoot at. Okay, baby. Watch this. Now, Jeff, power, Chinese! And Elo's been shot down. What you need is Jeff situational awareness, my friend. Watch this. I'm gonna stall. Cap, why do you do such stupid stuff all the time?
Bounce knocking.
Need situational awareness. Rudder. We got it, baby. You got it. Right, give me that 2 Tango. But I think people are just running to Sam's because they can't fly at night. Well, stand to be corrected, but I bet that's what it is. If there was fighters out here, me and you would have been killed by now. Come on, give me some targets. I
found one and it's shooting a helicopter. It's an awesome display through the camera here. I've literally nothing to kill it.
Someone shoot me! Come on, shoot me!
Permission to respawn. Carrier TACAN has been destroyed. Trying to find a carrier in the dark.
Yeah, it should work, but yeah, if it's bugged, do it.
Cap Bloodknock, I have no AOX coverage over the area you're headed towards.
Roger, we're not going any further anyway. For the time being. Mirage on data link, 30 miles out. You got that guy? 300.
Hey, firm, I see him.
Sparky traffic,
any friendly camera?
When he gets to 20, think about heading back.
I'm just going to head back now. There's no point in being out here if there's no need.
Roger. Will my SP work against... No, it won't, will it?
SP working as well?
Against the Mirage, wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to test, but would require it to lock you.
I'd rather not do that. Okay, that's probably 20 miles now. Negative, no SPJs after you've got the WMD7. Okay, I can't get any targets with my LD10, so I'm just going to burn back home. Do we have a waypoint for RTB?
Negative, but go to Sanaki Factor. There should be... Wait, what? Waypoint 51.
Nice. Okay, baby, show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink of that an hour ago. And finally, about goddamn time, get some! Woo! Woo! Shit, missile launch! Oh no. Couple of situational awareness! I don't know what to do or where to go or what to do or where to go. Right, east. Think up, think. Which way is east? Oh shit! Dodge it! Chap and flare.
Cap, careful. You're near the enemy camp and right over the target.
Roger, having some IFR issues. Okay, I'm running. Went the wrong effing way.
Snarky traffic, stone files.
Shit, which way's up? Ah! Which way's up?
Bloodknock, we just lost Cap to your north about 25 miles.
send magic. What's your tasking? I do quest stage. Seed, but I do have 2 times aim 120s. Copy. Let me know if you see any enemy air on your data link when you're up there. Yeah, copy. I've got one currently. Probably looks like overhead target area.
No, it's going to be stretched out 01560 miles.
Copy, Whistler. I don't have you on radar, so prosecute at your discretion.
Copy, Fox 3.
Radio check.
Welcome back. In the meantime, while you've been away, it's been a total disaster.
Okay. Body spike, FAT.
Not sure anything's really going to happen from this point. Basically, everyone's dead.
Okay, well, I'll just go in and then without the close.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Sorry about your SRS issues.
Yeah, I can.
Come and land, blood. At least we've got a landing shot on face.
Oh, so let me just put one more LD10 out and then I'll land. Or try and land in this weather.
Go, little soldiers. Okay, the spec ops are down, guys. They actually got the spec ops down.
Impressive.
Whistler Fox 3. They're shooting at the wrong one.
Play out. Awesome. Oh, that is cold! That's so freaking cold! Look at that. Brrr. Fireworks display! Awesome.
Troops deployed.
It's a missile, it's a missile, it's a missile, I see it!
Well done, guys, you did what we couldn't.
Uh-oh, there's a Mirage coming in! I see it! Run! Helicopters, I see a Mirage above you, run! Get low!
Mirage, reports a Mirage above the helos, off your 11 o'clock, 13 miles.
Oh, poop, poop.
Okay.
This is so Iraq, 1991, man. Ba 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 ba. Get some. Get some. You want some? Go get some. Da 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 da. I'm coming, baby. Ba 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 ba. Da ba ba ba.
Got a bandit in amongst the helicopters. He keeps popping in and out of traffic. There's missiles inbound. Helicopters stay down.
Folks for real.
Woohoo!
Yep, got a box out on that bandit.
It's a Mirage. I know the sound of that engine. It's a Mirage just above them by about 2,000 feet. This is cool. Oh no! We lost the baby. We lost the baby. Ooh, yeah, guess some SA8 Osa. That was probably me that did that. Mirage! Mirage! Mirage!
Roger, roger.
It's a Mirage. All units, the Mirage has his nav lights on. The Mirage have his nav lights on.
All flights, troops are inserted in the town. Use our RTB. Spark.
Missile, missile, missile! Boom! This is so friggin' cool. Let's do everything at night. Oh, there's a missile on the Mirage. There's a missile chasing it. Oh, you got him! Oh no, it's a Hornet's down.
10 mile.
It was a Hornet. How embarrassing.
Box 3 on the Hornet, on the Mirage.
I'm just gonna sit here and watch it, man.
He's running, but I'm closing.
Ah, that's illumination.
Fox 1.
Get some, baby. Got some gotta go for any Vietnam. Cause you're about to get one of these, baby. Uh-oh. Where is he? Where is he? He's escaped you. He's escaped you, boys. I hear him. There he is. Get some. There he is. There he is. There he is. That's his booster. Oh, I hate you so much, Mirage. Cap suggests flee back. And Mirage is gobbling us up, guys. Go on, Whistler, get him! We want to see a kill.
We'll see you on that.
Oh no! Why is this guy so good? God damn it! Whistler's down, guys. Get the hell out of there. This guy's invincible. Send! 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 Yes sir, mainline X in the face! Chase that damn Mirage. Get some, baby! Yeah, what's up?
Do you want landing footage or?
Yeah, just tell me when you're on final.
Yeah, just turning on plate now.
Coming. I have no idea what's going on, but I know it's cool. I know it's cool.
Circuit traffic block final.
You're gonna land short blood. No, you're not. total loss of situational awareness. So that was interesting. I mean, I think it's fair probably to say we all struggle. We're just not an IFR rated group, are we? It's just not something we do. However, I personally found the challenge really fun, and just because having to do stuff you don't normally do, that you take for granted, like where's the horizon and stuff like that. I just found it really, really good fun. Although we probably didn't do very well. I have no idea what happened. We got a game master on?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Just, I mean, give us first before we run down and see exactly what happened. Did we complete it? Did we complete some of it? What happened?
So, Skill did manage to get in. He deployed his special forces.
Roger,
However, only 3 of the Scuds were destroyed, and the other 6 are currently on mid-flight on their way to Kobaletti.
How embarrassing for us, Roger. So it's kind of a 30% success, or something.
Yeah. So. You got the special forces in, however, the Scuds did manage to fire, and only half of the special forces arrived. I don't know what happened to the rest of them.
Got shot down, I imagine.
Well, probably, yes.
I think anybody took them. I took a gunship, and I guess everybody was expecting me to take another.
Okay.
I took them. I got shot down 10 feet. 10 feet from the drop zone, I got shot down.
How embarrassing.
The Scud was a shield,
3,000 feet right now and climbing still.
I'm just on the way back to the farm. Do you just want me to call it there or land?
You know, just the video's finished. It's up to you, really. I'm just watching the TAC view, and I'm just seeing how much people struggle just with the change. You know, with the change now we're through to IFR. People just getting shot down by easy missiles that they just wouldn't normally die to. It shows how much we rely on our horizon and our landmarks and stuff like that. As the Grim Reapers. I found it really funny, as expected, I suppose. But okay, guys, we've done some stuff at least. Should we go group by group? Who you are, what you did, who you are, what you're supposed to do, and what happened, and who died.
First forward flight. That was the Hornets. Myself and Frisco. We headed up from the carrier due north as planned to just south of Kimi, I think it is. Orbited around there. We were engaged by at least one Mirage, which I believe shot down Grump, and then I shot the Mirage down. The rest of us then started engaging with Harms from the sea, I think to good success. Fortunately, during that time, Frisco committed fratricide against one of the. He's subsequently scuttled off with his head held in shame, and has rage quit. So he does apologise profusely to whoever it was.
He's not better. But he did join our side halfway through as a result.
I did notice the rage swap to red, which is fair enough. So then we headed back to, I think myself and Stoke headed back to Sandaki and rearmed, more 88s, and headed back north. Frisco got shot down at some point. And then we headed north and engaged.
So just me or everyone? It's 8:30. What's the time? Oh, god damn it. And that's the internet gone down. What the hell's Whistler shooting at? Oh. Jesus, RC, you are lucky. RC was flying right above all this. He didn't notice. Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Just drop.
I'm back, guys. My internet
There
decided to
he
reset.
is.
The last
There you go,
thing,
big quiet.
Obi was halfway through saying stuff, and then obviously I got kicked off.
Do you need me to redo it?
Just do halfway through, and it'll be near enough.
Okay, so did you get up? Yeah, we got up to the bit where Frisco shot the S-15 down. We engaged with harms. The rest of us got some kills, and then Frisco got shot down. Myself and Stoke returned to Sandaki rearmed and went back north again, and then we're engaged with some mirages over the target area. I got a couple of quite close range 120s off one of them, and he managed to evade them considering he was on the deck in the pitch black. I thought that was pretty impressive. Flying from whoever it was. And then Stoke closed in to try and distract them successfully, briefly, and got shot down. And then I was RTB, got chased by a Mirage briefly and fired on, evaded, and then was on my way back to Sandaki, and that's it. So there was just me left at the end from Hornets.
Next group.
Okay, that would be Chevrolet, me and Danny and Tom Katz. For the most part, Danny was having issues getting connected to the catapult and the client itself for a long time. So in the end,
not launching.
In the end, he ended up getting up in a Hornet and did some pretty decent work, but I'll let him explain that part on his own. For my part, got to go after the first initial force of Mirages that was charging from the airfield, some Phoenixes to suppress, didn't really get anywhere. Eventually followed up Kingston, I believe it was, with a Sidewinder, and ran for home being chased by Mirages. And then while on the way home, the TACAN for the carrier expired. Went bye-bye. So
I think he actually took some damage at some point. I was wish it's probably that. I see you got. I just see you took some damage from a missile, so it probably took your TACAN out.
I don't recall a hit, but if that did happen, then it happened. In either case, I got some direction from GCI to get there, but I couldn't get the lights up and ended up crashing into the fantail. Just attribute it to a bug, and I got permission, so I did another respawn, came back up, and went after another Mirage charge. This one successfully evaded me. Jester was having some issue getting the tanks jettisoned properly to catch him up, but instead I ate an SA-3 on the pursuit.
Roger, good flying otherwise.
Here's your orders, Cap. You said get him.
Mm-hmm.
No, go with honor.
No.
Danny, what your kills?
I was having trouble, I was getting up to the catapult, but I was having trouble getting off the catapult to launch. It was just, I figured out after a quick Google, it was like, oh, by the way, the keybinds that work for Supercarrier don't work. So you have to use your normal Tomcat ones, which is kind of stupid. Got up after the second time, then I crashed because I was setting my radio for some reason, but then I was like, yeah, screw this, and just got an F-18 and went and killed Graham, and then Squirtle, I blacked out on the fight with him, so I ate the dirt.
Not Squirtle, no. Unless he... Oh, yeah, he did swap red, didn't he?
Yeah,
No, me and
team killed and they rage switched and flew a Mirage after that.
Okay.
Squirtle and me got into BFM, but I blacked out into the ground.
Oh, so the blue guys went to red. No wonder, because those Mirages just kept coming. We were like, what is going on?
To be fair, it was only Squirtle when you friendly fired him. It was no one else.
And it was quite good, actually, because it kept, at least there was something going on the whole time.
You had some very effective ECM. I was getting a lot of jamming of my missiles.
Yeah, the ECM, the thing in the Mirage is quite good. That should be the punishment. If you shoot down a friendly blue, they're allowed to pick another plane on red and fly against you. That should be the punishment.
I thought didn't there used to be some rule if you do it so many times that you have to sit out a mission? Because that's Frisco's 5th friendly fire in a row.
Yeah.
He does it far more than anybody else.
Time for a check ride.
We do usually keep an eye on friendly fires and stuff, so it stops people doing it. But
he's in the Yak 52 next week now.
Next group. Let's punch on, guys, because we've got a lot of stuff to do. Next group.
Hammer.
Oh, it's the F-16 flight? Yeah, so that was pretty embarrassing, actually. So our first plan, we saw a Jeff sitting on the runway right at the beginning of the mission. We tried to do a flyover and ended up getting into a mid-air collision. So we just attributed that to a formation collision. We spawned. Anyway, I flew over to do some cap near Sukumi. I flew over an SA-3 and over the runway itself, so I egressed out, and in my egress I got friendly fired by an F-18. That was that for me. And I'll let Leighton and Bear talk about their part. I didn't live for very long, so.
Yeah, the squirrel got shot, then I kind of went back cold a little bit, get some distance, and then I found someone who I think Obi beat me to the kill. I don't know who it was. And then I found another guy, I think it was Nightmare, and I foxed on him and killed him. And then I RTB'd, and that was kind of it. And I went over to Red and shot at some helicopters.
Okay. That's funny. Next.
Yeah, Bear, just after Leighton, I found a red target that I went after. It was surrounded by blues, so it was difficult shot. Didn't get the kill, but it was close. A little bit later, chased another red target, which was Graham. Brilliant evasion from him. And Squirtle then shot me down from the ground.
Ha ha! I shouldn't laugh, really. All right, push on.
So Cadillac Flight, our job was to do seed. So we had 2 aircraft who had LD-10s to take down radar SAMs, and then cameras to find the targets whilst below the cloud level. The remaining 2 aircraft job was to carry a bunch of bombs and drop them through the clouds onto our lasers and kill any targets we find. Unfortunately, as usual, plan doesn't survive first contact, so we got up and we reached the area when we discovered there were a couple of mirages on the data link, and we retreated to our retreat point, as was the plan. Survived all of that. Unfortunately, it seemed our cap didn't, mostly because of their own doing by the sounds of it. Then went back in when it was safe. Unfortunately, by that point, we'd lost Bean to SOS and DCS crashing issues, so that was 1 aircraft down. And then I think RC got caught out by a SAM that he didn't know was tracking him, because you get spikes from all of the SAMs all of the time.
I think it was actually over the top of it, and by the looks of it, the angle.
No, I was over.
There were SAMs over there, because I swear we blew them all up last week.
There were a lot less than there were last week.
All right.
Roger. I'll do my bit, because my bit was friggin' awesome. I, somehow, Supercap, because I've been watching myself, killed 2 by accident pretty much, 2 SA2s and an SA3, and then had a massive typical cap, emotion-based panic attack, flew the wrong direction into the heart of the enemies, and then into the ground because I got confused which way was up in my HUD. And if you look at it in the attack view, I'm just spinning around, rolling constantly, trying to figure out which way is up. And I'm, which way is fucking up?
I was wondering what were you doing when I was looking at the F10.
That is a classic, what do you call it? That is a classic, if you go and watch air crash disasters, it's a classic loss of situational awareness, guys. Just didn't learn my IFR well enough. Didn't trust my instruments.
Disorientation. Trusting your instruments.
I know. I didn't do it. I'm not used to that HUD, to be fair, and I'm not used to the step ladder, the pitch ladder being up weird. Just looks weird. Anyway, next group, send.
Okay, I think that's the Harriers. So we got airborne. We proceeded just below the cloud layer, so we could get our cameras onto the target area. I spotted a set of Scuds, moved in, took out 3 Scuds and an SA-8. Then retreated. Used AIM 122 and got an SA-2, and then I was going in with guns to go after the remaining Scuds. For some reason, I just hadn't clocked the fact there was an SA-8 down there. I thought I was only up against IR threat, so I was flaring like anything, and then I got an SA-8 to the face. Yeah, not too sure what happened to the 2 gents.
Okay, next group.
Yep, the A-10s. We took off. Started to make our way onto target, climbed up to just below the cloud layer as well. Then I got shot down pretty early, and then I think it was Mike Man and Ruby left. Pressed onto target. I'll let Mike Man take over.
It was a dumpster fire. Basically what happened to us, it was I think it was just a combination of situational awareness and didn't have the support, because initially we thought I guess it was the 16s coming up on the coast and the Harriers on our right flank. And by the time we got over top of that main lake, moving up towards the forward lines. There was no seed operations forward of us, and it was just shots in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
Also couldn't find the target. I don't know. Did any of you guys have issues with the FLIR? I don't know if it's just still with the contrast issues, but I wasn't able to properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing the same in the Harrier. It was very bright. Definitely had the sky in the image at all. The sky was just white hot. So yeah.
But just one suggestion for moving forward: if on the brief we could have a definitive forward line, it would help, because I was catching EWR hits off, or RWR correction hits off my right flank there, and I thought it was the Harriers moving in, but it was actually the SA2s and company firing off. I know we lost 2 A10s right off the bat, and then I went down shortly thereafter.
Yeah, I think we just need a wide map with just a dotted line saying Sam's here, don't go there, etc., etc.
Absolutely, can do that for next week.
Just some basic ELINT would be marvelous.
Yeah, don't have to give us exact coordinates of everything, but as long as we know the rough areas where we'll probably die, that'll help a lot.
Yeah, that's about it.
While we're on the topic for like future missions, can we not make it so it's like we're not starting at midnight, but like as it's going to dark or coming from dark to morning?
So I think the nighttime thing was a good one-off, but I definitely like to see.
Yeah, this isn't going to be always nighttime going forwards. This was a one-off nighttime mission.
Right,
Yeah, we just got to.
I like it. Push on, guys. Come on. Next group.
Plymouth. Went up Hello. Went up, infected north. Engaged a couple of bandits. Got a few A120s off, and then I don't know what got me. Was it a plane or Sam? But yeah, it was basically uneventful. Just got called in, listened to the magic, and I just got shot down by something. But I got a couple of missiles off. I don't know if I hit anything.
Roger, no. Next.
F-86 flight, Plymouth. Got up off the ground, tried to follow the Harriers and the A-10Cs in. I got up to about 5,000 feet and started seeing the A-10Cs go down, and the Harriers, I believe, flaring like mad. So I can't see them. I could just see the sky being lit up by flares. I've got no RWR, so I just rolled over, went straight to the deck, assuming that SAMs were coming up. Flew about a little bit low to the deck, tried to see where the helis were to see if I could support them. Fair play to Magic, by the way. He was talking to me over Discord because everyone's SRS is a group of us that were having trouble, so he's mastering 2 comms. Directed me towards a Mirage. I think I was 7 nautical miles from it, and I wasn't a no, and no Magic wasn't a no, but he turned me straight towards a SAM site, and I thought I saw an afterburner, so I turned towards it. Turns out the afterburner was the missile coming straight for me, and I just flew the nose into it. So that was the end of me.
Next, helicopters.
Okay, I think I need to speak as a lead. I don't know. Well, everything was going according to plan till waypoint 3, where I was rolled over by a tank. Yeah. The main concern of the helicopter flight was the navigation in this horrendous weather. We don't have any radar assisted or something. So I designed an elaborate plan when, how, and where to fly. And after my death, the team carried on, and I think it worked out pretty well. Well, after the waypoint 3, I think the Hughes need to update you on what's, because I was not there.
Yeah, I was orbiting. I was trying to alert everybody because my SRS wasn't working. I was dropping flares, shooting at the tank coming in. I was like, get out of there.
Sweet. No, I thought you brought the tank to us because you was the only one who did not black out.
Well, to be fair, most of you were lit up like a Christmas tree. I could see you from miles away. That's why I rolled my tank up on you. I was like, oh, what are they doing?
Well, we're supposed to do everything in complete darkness. It
doesn't work if the guy over you is flying over you with a searchlight on.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Figure out how to turn it off.
We were trying
it's on the collective. It's on the collective, though.
I know. I figured it out later.
Stay focused.
Once we'd taken, once Dragon had bit it, followed his flight plan to the town, which was terrifying over the blackness of trees, with occasional baseball-sized tracers coming up towards us. Got to the town, and then it only got worse. The amount of tracers. I forgot that the Reds were actually driving the AAA, and were being terrible with it. Dropped down, dropped the troops off. Chopsticks wasn't so lucky, and then just exhaled the way we'd gone in, and that was it. Landed my helicopter back at the fart full of holes.
Well done. Anyone else?
It was genuinely terrifying to watch the guys in the night with tracers around.
Okay, well...
With the TAC view, Cap, I had a lot of close calls, but not a single.
Yeah, I was just rewatching it. Yeah, okay, really good mission. Really well put together. It's obviously super hard mode. But I thought it was really good, and it made us really work out of comfort zone. I thought Blue 4 was going to go to Jelly, and we did. You just watch the TAC view. Everyone flies like a 5-year-old because we're just not used to this black. It just messes everyone's mind up. I've got people here, got a couple of Harriers and Jeffs just running into SA2s that have been fired at them from 25 miles away. With their RWRs going, wah, 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 wah. And it's just because the workload, and you know what it's like. We're just not trained for IFR, and it's so well, I think it's great.
The RWRs were going off the whole time.
No. But if a missile launch, no,
I can tell you the whole time I was flying, I had tracking warnings.
Yeah,
constant.
Tracking's a spike. Tracking's a spike. You'll get a missile launch if it's a missile.
Yeah. You'll get a missile warning if you get shot out with a missile.
Tracking.
The good thing about the Jeff is once you've got this jammer pod on, it will tell you the slant range of where's that thing is. You can
it didn't tell me
find
anything.
where it is.
It just told me
Did you have the pod on?
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't have enough space for a jamming pod.
Yeah.
Hold up.
So it'll just say it's here. It just azimuth and not tell you how far away it is. So it's either take one class or the other.
It's a good idea for training though, because you really have to trust your instruments completely, everything, because you can't trust your eyes and your instincts anymore. Everything has to be instruments, and I just find that's quite a good way of training. No, we don't want to do this every time, but it's every now and then. It's a good wake up call for some people, all of us, especially me as well.
Yeah, it'd be good to do a mission like this again, but you want to make the actual ground units and air-to-air units much simpler. And the difficulty is the fact it's at night rather than there are a million SA2s and there's Mirages and things.
Well, to be fair, I don't even think it was at night because we've run night missions before with no issues. I just think we have to take a look at the go, no-go. And if you have a night mission with basically a hurricane rolling through and a low cloud cover, that's enough just to scrub the mission in real life, right? So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can have those conditions, but you need to make it playable for people who are not professionals. You need to make the ground threat and the air-to-air threat much lower.
Roger. Yep, so fair enough. All right, good try, everyone. Everyone was tackling it seriously. It was just difficult to do. I'm going to head off, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday for the next big mission.
Happy that.
See you, guys.